Hello team, I'm Russell Robinson, Senior Director of Security at Waste Management, and I appreciate you taking time from your busy day to watch this important video message. In a moment, you will watch an active shooter dramatization that has been viewed by millions of individuals across many industries. The video, known as Run, Hide, Fight, was created by the Houston, Texas Police Department through their partnership with the Department of Homeland Security. Before you watch, I would like to share from my own experience as a retired special agent of the Federal Bureau of Investigations. The decision to share this video with you and your team does not follow any specific threat to Waste Management or its employees. Like thousands of other companies, Waste Management understands the fortune favors the prepared. And while there is little chance of an event like this happening at your place of work, the nature of the threat requires that you are well informed. Run, Hide, Fight is a dramatic telling of one possible scenario in a specific work environment. But a real active shooter event can happen in any setting and in any place in the world. And while today's presentation will focus on a work setting, its wisdom can be applied in any environment threatened by one or more armed aggressors. An active shooter situation is terrifying. It is a scenario that law enforcement professionals dread the most, and it is one of the hardest things to prepare for as an employer. One thing is certain, knowledge is the first step towards survival. If you are not informed and mentally prepared, then you will waste precious time being indecisive. An active shooter relies on both chaos and fear. They are as important as the weapon he or she will attempt to use. Having a plan is the best way to defend yourself. Run, hide, fight is the perfect strategy. Run if you can, hide if you cannot, and be prepared to fight if needed. Law enforcement professionals have spent a lot of time analyzing active shooter events and understanding how different factors influence the outcome. You have probably seen media coverage of previous active shooter events, and you understand that each is unique. However, there are some similarities. It is well established that some victims survive an active shooter event because they are lucky, while many others survive because they were able to keep their wits about them and think clearly about their next move. Run, hide, fight is a message that you may find uncomfortable, not because it is gory or bloody, but because it's unpleasant to consider the potential for such an incident and what might happen to you or your coworkers. As you watch, please keep this in mind. Our goal is not to shock you, it is to share critical information that may affect how you respond to an armed aggressor who has entered your environment. Pay close attention to what follows and be prepared afterwards to discuss your observations with teammates and managers.
It may feel like just another day at the office, but occasionally, life feels more like an action movie than reality. The authorities are working hard to protect you and to protect our public spaces. But sometimes bad people do bad things. Their motivations are different. The warning signs may vary, but the devastating effects are the same. And unfortunately, you need to be prepared for the worst. If you were ever to find yourself in the middle of an active shooter event, your survival may depend on whether or not you have a plan. The plan doesn't have to be complicated. There are 3 things you could do that make a difference. Run, hide, fight. First and foremost, if you can get out, do. Always try and escape or evacuate, even when others insist on staying. Encourage others to leave with you, but don't let them slow you down with indecision. Remember what's important, you, not your stuff. Leave your belongings behind and try to find a way to get out safely. Trying to get yourself out of harm's way needs to be your #1 priority.
No, stop that guy! Stop that guy! Hey!
Once you are out of the line of fire, try to prevent others from walking into the danger zone and call 911.
Yes, we're here to watch this church show fight. Help us!
If you can't get out safely, you need to find a place to hide. Act quickly and quietly. Try to secure your hiding place the best you can. Turn out lights, and if possible, remember to lock doors. Silence your ringer and vibration mode on your cell phone. And if you can't find a safe room or closet, try to conceal yourself behind large objects that may protect you. Do your best to remain quiet and calm. As a last resort, if your life is at risk, whether you are alone or working together as a group, fight. Act with aggression. Improvise weapons. Disarm him. And commit to taking the shooter down, no matter what. Try to be aware of your environment. Always have an exit plan. Know that in an incident like this, victims are generally chosen randomly. The event is unpredictable and may evolve quickly. The first responders on the scene are not there to evacuate or tend to the injured. They are well trained and are there to stop the shooter. Your actions can make a difference for your safety and survival. Be aware and be prepared. And if you find yourself facing an active shooter, there are 3 key things you need to remember to survive. Run, hide, fight.
Thanks again for taking time from your busy day to watch this active shooter presentation. I want to review several of the key takeaways from the Run, Hide, Fight video training. First, if you ever feel you are in immediate danger, call 911 or the appropriate emergency contact number for your geographical location. In the event of an active shooter situation, do your best not to panic. Run if you can, hide if you cannot, and be prepared to fight if needed. Keep Waste Management property, facilities, and buildings safe by entering gates and buildings individually. Don't let anyone tailgate behind you. Escort your visitors throughout locations for the duration of their visit. Be alert, keep your head up, and be aware of your surroundings at all times. And remember to keep your identification and access badge with you and visible at all times when on Waste Management premises. If you need more information regarding your physical safety or the security of your location, speak with your manager. You can also contact corporate security at 1-800-882-3149.